So how have you guys been handling this 2-year pandemic? This is amazing in here. Josh and the Green Room family have made this a very special place. And I've had a lot of friends come in here and say a lot of great things about the crew here. And so I feel blessed that I had the opportunity to come in and play some songs for the first time in a couple of years. So, COVID's been strange. The whole pandemic thing's been strange. We've all dealt with it in our own little ways. And when you're dealing with something like that, is intense. I don't want to get too intense right off the bat, but I had a friend pass away a few months ago. Not from COVID, though. He just got in a car accident, so it's just like on top of, regular stuff, then we've had to deal with the pandemic. But it helps kind of put things in perspective, I think, a little bit for some of us in one way or another. And so sometimes you get to write a beautiful song about a beautiful, beautiful person that's touched your life. This is all to get this life. You don't need to take your time to get this life. Won't let you fall behind, so enjoy the ride. Have a laugh in a graveyard. Don't lose your vagabond shoes. Write a letter to your friends and enemies to say I love you. If you're true to yourself and be good to everyone else, you won't need to take your time to get this life. I won't let you fall behind, so enjoy the ride. Take it to the big top. Bring the vultures with you. Go out and sing your song and sing along. Give the best within you. Just be true to yourself and be good to everyone else. You won't need to take your time to get this life. I won't let you fall behind, so enjoy the ride. You only got this life, so don't let it take your time to get this life. I won't let you fall behind, so enjoy the ride. And be good to yourself and be good to everyone else. Thank you. Cheers. I promise I won't get... I have more songs that are more fun. I'm just getting warmed up. I can do this one. This is fun. So I put out a record a while ago called Wrecked. I got together with a bunch of people, my friend Coach, and my friend Grubb, and my friend Dan and Tatiana and Mike Bacon. We got together and decided that it was a good time for me to put out a record. That was in 2019. I do have some of them over here on... Do I have any vinyl? I have vinyl. I have vinyl and some CDs over here. And I don't get to play this song with the band, and so I figured this was a great opportunity to play this song if I can remember it. I played it a few times the other day and to see if I can get the things. But there was a point where I met a lovely young lady who was sitting in the front row, and we used to take pedicab rides. So it's called Eddie Mr. Pedicab. Eddie, Mr. Pedicab, will you please take us around? Take the long way around Main Street, take the lots of town. And then, oh man, in true JonEmery fashion, I forgot it. I lost it. We'll come back to it later. We'll do this one. I'm a ball of nerves, if you didn't know. This is also all correct. It's called She's Easy to Dream About. Had my share of sleepless nights where I get up and hit the lights, find myself buried in the thoughts of her. Find a book or mill around, try to wear these old eyes down, and hoping that my body will concur. Whoa, I wanna run myself down. I said, oh, I wanna run myself down, 'cause she's easy to dream about. Where she flashes those baby greens, how her lip curls around her teeth, how her eyes they light up when she smiles. Makes me nervous in the best of ways, and it ain't another phase, 'cause she never seems too far from my mind. And oh, I wanna run myself down. I said, oh, I wanna run myself down, 'cause she's easy to dream about. And I just wanna sleep. And I just wanna dream, 'cause she's easy to dream about. I've been pacing up and down the hall, I've been staring at the wall, wrap my arms around a pillow in the dark. But my head's a restless mess as I get up and I get dressed to go walking through the dawn just to meet the park. And oh, I wanna run myself down. I said, oh, I wanna run myself She's easy to dream about. She's easy to dream about. She's easy to dream about. Thank you. You guys having all right? Who's ordering lunch? Or is it a drinking lunch? We'll do that. So for this performance, I'm a songwriter, so I write a bunch of songs. And so for this performance, I decided to play a bunch of new stuff that I've very rarely played. Against. But there's songs that I've been playing in my, by myself for a year or two. So I'm comfortable playing them by myself. I very rarely play them in front of other people. The plight of a songwriter. I've got 1,000 songs, but I only play 5. This is called What Beats Inside Your Chest. What is love without an anchor? What's redemption without an angel? What is sage if it isn't green or gray? And what good is a pen without paper? What's a heart if it ain't breaking? What's a cog if it ain't cranking? It'll turn to dust if you let it sit and rust. So what good is standing still if you're still shaking? It's all set adrift when ignorance is bliss, bound by the corners closing in. There's no consolation for the ticking hands on your wrist, and there ain't no beating what beats inside your chest. What's a promise without intention? What's the purpose of your attention? What is love but a selfish act of us? And what good is a kiss if it's fiction? It's all set adrift when ignorance is bliss, bound by the corners closing in. There's no consolation for the ticking hands on your wrist. There ain't no beating what beats inside your chest. Thank you. Well, as I'm killing it, or murdering it in one fashion, I figure now is as good a time as any to do a murder ballad if you guys are into it. Woo, Bessie. My guitar's being crazy. This guitar I've had for a really long time, and it usually stays in tune really, really well. Huh? Probably time to change my strings more than anything. Anyway, this song is set in the 1800s, back during a time where women weren't allowed to do a whole lot of things. They were able to take care of the farm and the kids, be the occasional school teacher. But there was only one surefire way that women could make money way back when in the Wild West days. Man, we've come a long way. There's a story about Kitty Malone and her out-of-work gold-minded man that she just can't stop loving, and the troubles they find. Kitty Malone had some beef with me. She caught me in the barnyard with Maggie McGee. She plotted her vengeance, carried out my sentence by pulling some iron on me. Well, Kitty and me, we have some history. There were things I didn't quite gather. What I thought was good for the goose was also good for the gander. I watched the trigger as she pulled it. The hammer hit the bullet, closed my eyes when the shot went off. Well, then her vengeance divine, as much to my surprise, old Maggie took the bullet, though Kitty, she aimed for my heart. Kitty and me, we are thick as thieves, took advantage of God's good grace. But Maggie's dad was a mean old man, and he was looking to fill up our graves. We changed our names, we went on the lam, but our reputations preceded us. The mean old man found his dad to rights with a 44 and mouthful of cuss. I watched the trigger as he pulled it. The hammer hit the bullet, closed my eyes when the shot went off. Well, then her vengeance divine, as much to my surprise, the old man, he took a bullet, 'cause he was caught cheating at cards. Kitty and me, we moved to Tennessee, got married, had a couple of kids. We had a functional farm on the outskirts of town. No one was wiser to what we did. We lived our lives, memories, knowing there's a debt in our digs. But if trouble rears its ugly head, it will be handled and fed to the pigs. I watched the trigger as I pulled it. The hammer hit the bullet, closed my eyes when the shot went off. Well, intervention's divine, 'cause much to my surprise, Kitty fell to the same bullet that I put between my eyes. Wow, look at that. It's got a burger. Huh? Sliders? Nice. Sliders. Oh my goodness, you guys are making me hungry. So I work in a grocery store for the most full-time portion of my life, which is okay. But I tell the customers all the time, they don't realize how influential they are on my diet. Every time someone buys hot dogs, I get real excited. This is a song I wrote. As songwriters, they write songs about things that they know and things that they experience and whatnot. And this is kind of a song that I wrote in a weird middle part of my musical career. I used to go out and travel around America and play at the funkiest, dirtiest dive bars, making next to no money, but man, it was fun. I had a really good time. There might be one more run in me, maybe. I'll get together with my friend Jerry Nelson, and him and I will do a tour together. Old Farts tour. Great. This is a song called Lucky Enough. Sometimes I'm a good time Charlie, sometimes a bad luck Chuck. Try not to embellish the story, but sometimes I do too much. But every day is a good day, and each place a good time. So it's hard to keep the facts straight when you're living out your best life, but it feels so good to feel alive. Sometimes I'm a hard luck nothing, sometimes my name's in lights. Some say that I'm on to something, and sometimes I wish they were right. Out there's a new way, a different hustle, a different grind. I like living like the old days, riding outside the lines, 'cause it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough to find what you've been looking for, hold on as tight as you can and don't let go. If you're lucky enough, Sometimes I was a daytime springer, sometimes the late night news. But these days there ain't a difference between them, so I had to cut them loose. Now every day is a good day, and each place is a good time. So it's hard to keep the facts straight when you're living out your best life, but it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough to find what you've been looking for, hold on as tight as you can and don't let go, 'cause it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough. Thank you. It's one of my new favorite songs. Yeah. Have any of you been to Wichita, Kansas? You're so lucky. I don't dislike the people in Wichita, Kansas, but every time I've been to Wichita, Kansas, when I was out on tour, I always had just a bad experience. And it started with, and I'm okay with this because I grew up dirt floor poor out of Idaho, but then having moved to California and you have like amazing tacos, the bar has been set. Well, Wichita, Kansas, they still use like unseasoned ground beef in their tacos. And I was like, man, I'm gonna need some ketchup for this. And they're like, what? And I'm like, it's a hamburger in a taco shell at this point. Like, we'll go to California and figure out what a taco is. And I just had some bad experiences in Wichita, and the people were more or less nice, but I just had bad experiences, so I don't plan on going back. It's my least favorite place in the world that I've been to. And I've been to a lot of places. So, as a true songwriter, I have to write a song about it. And it's called Soft Goodbye. Well, out in Kansas, Wichita, I got drunk and I got lost. I could have died out on that highway. Friends Jennings with bad intentions, a three-way bender with happy ending. Well, I went out and tore the truck apart. You took the keys and left me in the dark. Well, I broke your heart that night, and you broke mine. It was a soft goodbye. broke mine. It was a soft goodbye. 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 Thank you, Wichita, if you're watching. This is live streamed, so thank you for those of you who are tuning in. Fantastic. I used to do these things on Fridays called Live from the Pillow Fort. This is before the pandemic. This is, I went on the last tour I went on, tour mate and I did 50 shows in 60 days or 65 shows in 90 days, some crazy little thing. And I came back from that tour, single, broke, homeless. So it was very trying times back then. And so my friend Mike let me stay at his house. What started off as like, until you get back on your feet, a month or two, turned into like a year. And I used to do these little filmings of build a pillow fort in my room, and then film me doing what I'm doing now, just from a pillow fort live on Facebook. And then who knew it was going to be like a big thing? Because when I stopped doing it before the pandemic, I was like, I'm kind of tired of doing it. I did it for like almost a year, and now it's like everyone's live streaming from somewhere. So I got on the boat too soon, I guess, on that one. But I wrote this song kind of about that situation. It's called Comforts of Home. Crack a bottle, drop a needle, burn the cancer that'll take me one day. Hear the hi-fi play, hear the hi-fi play. Ryan Adams, Evan Williams, the black wax spinning 20 minutes side, and I feel fine. Yes, I feel fine. Taking some time to rest my mind and my bones. It's Saturday night and I am all alone. I ain't in the mood for courtesy claps tonight, no, not tonight. I'll take it easy, feeding demons in the comforts of home. Taking some time to rest my mind and my bones. It's Saturday night and I'm all alone. in the comforts of home. I drop a needle, crack a bottle, and burn the cancer that'll take me one day. Hear the hi-fi play. Hear the hi-fi play. We'll do one more and then take a little bit of a break. Come and say hi. I don't know whatnots. This is off, I have the band, the Unconventionals. I'm with this band called the Unconventionals, and we put out an EP not too long ago called Heartbroken Motel. And this is the first song of that. This is called When It Hurts. Well, it's hard holding on. I'm on fire inside, and I can't say what's going on. The way I'm wired, it weighs me down like I'm holding up the world. I could use some hands of healing before I'm in a mind I don't belong in. Right now I'm fine, but I'm calling. I have angels above me, but the devils, they keep clawing. Have one safe place to hide me. It's the same old hole I crawl in. And I could use some hands of healing before I'm in a mind I don't belong in. It's hard to pay attention when you don't know how it works. And everyone has opinions, but to me they're only words. I try to find an answer around every given turn, but I find myself unable. 'Cause sometimes all that helps is when it hurts. Sometimes all that helps when it hurts. Sometimes all that helps is when it hurts. Sometimes all that helps is when it hurts. Well, it's hard holding on. I'm on fire inside, and I can't say what's going on. The way I'm wired, it weighs me down like I'm holding up the world. And I could use some hands of healing. Sometimes all that helps is when it hurts. Sometimes all that helps is when it hurts. Sometimes all that helps I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. We'll come back with some more happy songs. Just want to get the drudgy ones out of the way. Thank you guys so much. Take 5. Okay, I'm back. I made it. One of the things that's very popular nowadays is politics, which I find very weird, because I don't know anybody that actually likes politicians, like in a general, blanket statement. But politics is so huge these days. I find it weird. And opinionated politics are even more weird to me. So I wanted to address it in a lighthearted type of way. So I wrote this song called Matchbook. Well, you lit up like a matchbook from the oncoming fire that you took. But you passed as a joke, was only to stoke a fire. Even the devil's accountable when he is intolerable. Burns out the way. He don't turn his back like a cow. Yes, he's trouble for sure, but he'll keep his word no matter how. Well, you spread it like a wildfire, impressed with your flair to conspire. But now out of spite, you stand and you fight as they deny. And it's trouble for sure when you live by the words of a lie. So if you're standing at the edge of a canyon, the echoes you hear ain't those of the abandoned. People shout to hear their own voice, trapped in the chambers of call and response. So when you get to that edge, will you be looking out or looking down? 'Cause it's trouble for sure to see where the world is heading now. Edge of a canyon, the echoes you hear ain't those of the abandoned. People shout to hear their own voice, trapped in the chambers of call and response. So when you get to that edge, will you be looking out or looking down? 'Cause you lit up like a matchbook from the oncoming fire that you took. What you passed as the truth was snagged on the tooth of a scoundrel. Man, it's trouble for sure when you dig out the hole that you drown in. Thank you. So I have this song called "His Name Is Hank," which is about a dog in Vegas. Him and I were great, really good friends. He's actually kind of like a brother to me. So Brandon and Megan, if you're watching, cheers to you. And then Hank, cheers to you. But one of the things I was able to do as well is write a song about one of Hank's friends called Jack. I want to play those back to back, because that'll be fun. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. Bring your socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake he likes to chase. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. Well, it's out in the backyard with a big happy face, barking at the neighbors through a chain link fence. He's gonna get that squirrel one of these days. His name is Hank, he is a good dog. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. Red socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake that he likes to chase. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. When it's time to eat, he likes to dance. When it's time to sleep, he does it on the couch. And if you bring him a new toy, he'll play for days, 'cause he's a good boy. His name is Hank. His name is Hank. He is a good dog. He bring you socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake he likes to chase. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. And who doesn't love a good dog? So that's Hank, and that is the number one requested JonEmery song in Las Vegas. So if you're ever in Vegas, and I'm ever there with you, we're going to be doing it. This, I think, is going to probably follow it up. I just have to find it real quick, sorry. I thought I put it right next to the things. This is what everyone wants to see on the YouTube. Me flipping through pages. But when I was on tour, I was in Flagstaff, Arizona, playing at Hops on Birch, I believe. And I had just met Megan and Brandon, the mom and dad of Hank. And little did I know that when we were going to play Hop in Arizona, in Flagstaff, that I was going to meet Jack. This girl, Ashley, had brought in her dog, Jack, and Jack and Hank used to go on hikes together because they were friends with Brandon and Megan. And so she comes in, and I'm playing this song by Fred Eaglesmith called "I Shot Your Dog," and Jack was not having it for good reason. And Ashley swore up and down, Jack loves people, he's the kindest dog ever, but he did not like me one bit. So I felt really bad because, I like people to like me, and especially animals. I'm usually really good with animals. So I had to write the song for Jack, a good friend of Hank. And it goes something like this. First time that I met Jack, he didn't like me much. I was singing, friends, I shot your dog. He didn't get the punch. So I walked on over, asked about what he thought. He just turned his head, walked away. He wasn't up to talk. Now he's a friend of Hank. You know you don't know his name. I guess they've been friends for years, so I have a chance. Will you do me one favor? Won't you do one thing for me? Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I mean a thing? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? That was someone else's song and someone else's story. Anything I could do to help the tale of it. Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I just want to be friends? I spoke to Jack's mama and we seemed to work things out. But Jackie done made up his mind and he had his doubts. He don't read no letters, he don't use no phone. So Hank, won't you please tell Jack to throw this old dog a bone? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? I know what I did wrong and reacted poorly. Anything I could do to convince you I'm the real McCoy. Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I'm just a good old boy? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? It was someone else's song and someone else's story. So anything I could do to help make amends. Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I just want to be friends? Just want to be. Just want to be friends. Just want to be. Just want to be friends. Cheers. This is my dog series. I have more dog songs to write. I got to write one about Jake, about Hoss. I have one I'm working on called Hoss is the Boss. He's like this little guy, and he has Tatiana's dog, and he has some neurological things. His head's always like this, and he can't control his movements. And so he's always wrapped up in like a onesie, like a child's onesie. But he, out of like the 5 dogs, they've got like 5 dogs, he rules the roost. So I got to write a song about how Hoss is the boss. He's great. He's so sassy. Great dog. Well, to see her face is like watching the morning sunrise. Through the shadows of the dark, her body is as sharp as her mind. I look deeper through her eyes to her heart to know she's chosen mine. I'll never have a lover that fits like a puzzle to this ride. Her kiss is as fresh as it was the very first time. And a man in his prime. And the way she looks at me and tells me everything, as in space and time. Never had a lover fit like a puzzle to this rhyme. And every single second she is mine. Said every single second she is mine. Well, every time we dance, my left feet are left a chance, but she don't mind. She just takes me in her sway, and she leads the way with a smile. Look deeper through her eyes to her heart, know she's chosen mine. I've never had a lover fit like a puzzle to this rhyme. And every single second she is mine. Yes, every single second she is mine. 'Cause I've never had a lover fit like a puzzle to this rhyme. Thank you. Have you been to Wisconsin? Anyone? I love Wisconsin. It's gorgeous. People are really super nice, at least to your face. And I used to, when I toured around, I used to go to this place called Bill's Bar out in Merrill, Wisconsin. And every time I played there, well, anytime anyone played there, which is fantastic, it was packed because it's Merrill, Wisconsin. There's not much else to do. And so you make friends really, really quick. The great thing about Bill at Bill's bar was that he had a trailer out in the back of the bar where the touring bands would be able to stay, and you never had to pay for a drink. And my tour mate at the time and I, she did a lot of the booking, and she booked like 4 days, like within half an hour of Bill's bar. So we always had a place to stay. And we never had to pay for a drink for 4 days. So for 4 days, we were trailered and trashed, which was fun. So in true fashion, I had to write a song called "Trailered and Trashed." It's loosely based on that, and loosely based on an old band that used to come through Sacramento called the Punk Necks. They were gypsies, they were super, super nice, but they were a handful. They were a handful for sure. Good fun, handful. And so I wrote this song called "Trailered and Trashed," based on them. Come on, honey, let's lose a bunch of money. Let's burn down that road until we crash. Let's write a bunch of songs and put them on an album. Let's pack up what we can and let's leave this town. Let's buy us a shell on wheels. Let's get trailered and trashed. Let's lose a bunch of money. Let's take it by Smokey for our stash. Let's end up in the county jail for stealing chickens and tomatoes. Let's steal our truck and trailer from the empire. Let's buy us a shell on wheels. Let's get trailered and trashed. Hitch it up, crank it down, put the pedal to the metal. 'Cause I'll be damned if we get caught for looking back. When we get old, park it on a farm in Pennsylvania. Get lost better of our days, trailered and trashed. Let's lose a bunch of money. Let's hold up an old gas station for their cash. Let's buy us some white lightning and get drunk in a dry county. Let's get chased on the run and live on the lam. Let's buy us a shell on wheels. Let's get trailered and trashed. Thank you. One of the things that I've come really comfortable with in the last year and whatever months through COVID is using the capo. I've always was afraid to use it, mostly because it was like, you get like guitar players, "Hey, a capo, you need to learn how to play." I'm like, I know how to play. I know how to play my own way. And so now the band, the Unconventionals, my band, the Unconventionals, I've been using the capo quite a bit, and the bass player, Mike, likes to give me some sass about it, but only because he knows it's going to make him a better bass player. And not that he isn't already a great bass player, but he loves the challenge, but he also likes to complain about it. Love you, Mike. I wrote this one, another road song. About, there was a few times I would go out on the road all by myself, and when you're out driving 6 to 10 hours, you have a lot of time to think, which can be good or bad, depending on your state of mind at the time. But one of the things that I love about music, and not just being a musician, but being a fan of music, is I love sad songs. And I love hearing sad songs on the radio. Just because, I don't know, it's just me. So this is a song about me trying to find sad songs on the radio. It's called Sad and Lonesome Like a Song. The highway runs for days on end. I play the saddest songs I can find. It hurts so bad when you're running down a drain. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. I write it out without a name. I work it to the gears of wood and wire. It would have been easy to leave well enough alone, but for days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. If you're gonna ask me if I'm alright, there's nothing better than feeling alive. Sometimes the feeling of that old lonesome song can put behind some old and lonesome miles. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. The interstate and drives a point. There ain't a station even left to the dive. But here I am waiting for them to put it on. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. If you're gonna ask me if I'm alright, there's nothing better than feeling alive. Sometimes the feeling of that old lonesome song can help put behind some old lonesome miles. The days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. The days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. The days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. I stand low. All I wanna see what the candlelight wants to show. Candlelight wants to show. Said, darling, won't you sit beside me? Wants the moonlight glow. Weave our hands together. Let's pretend like we'll take it slow. Pretend like we'll take it slow. Said, baby, come on over here. Baby, bring your lips. Baby, come on over here. Baby, bring it. Let me down and love me, baby, please take me. Let me down and love me, baby, please take me. Let me down and love me, baby, please take me. Thank you. What time is it? 3? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit. Okay, I just wanted to make sure Josh is here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, gather myself together, hopefully not break into an anxiety, and come back and do some more tunes for you. Appreciate you guys. Right. Welcome, people. Hello. Last time I was up here, you were not here. It's like you guys slipped in. It's like I left to use the restroom real quick, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, quick, he's gone. Get in there. How you guys doing? Doing good. I love being here. I live in Woodland, so I drove from Woodland this morning to get here. I've been playing for a couple of hours. What's great for you though is that you guys get like the greatest hits of the last couple of hours. So you guys, I saved all the best for last. I knew you guys were coming. You probably won't know any of the songs because I don't do anybody else's songs, but. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Welcome to Green Room Social Club. It's my first time here. I'll be playing for the next hour or so, give or take. And then I'll be back tonight for Boot Juice because Boot Juice is amazing. I won't be playing. I'm just going to be here hanging out. So that's going to be a really good time. So there's a song I wrote a few years ago that my daughter kind of inspired me to write. She went into the military, and there's nothing fun about your children going into the military. Actually, I'm going to start off with this one. Just got off the turnpike avoiding the Ohio State inspection. Johnny Law followed me up the road, and he turned off and he let me go. Guess this old truck ain't worth shutting down. Your voice last night on the telephone said you wouldn't be there when I got home. So when I get to Cleveland, gonna head back south. The light keeps coming on. I've got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. So maybe, baby, you were right all along. You said you couldn't stay with a man who was always gone away. All you wanted to do was to settle down. You wanted to buy that little trailer out on the edge with the money you saved. It had a carport, a color TV, and no place to turn around. The light keeps coming on. I've got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I have a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. So maybe, baby, you were right all along. sleeper and I held you tight. And baby, I know I'm on thin ice now. The light keeps coming on. I've got water in the fuel. My brakes are gone. I've got a left front tire throwing thread. By tomorrow morning I could be dead. So maybe, baby, you were right all along. Or maybe, baby, you were right all along. Maybe, baby, you were right all along. Well, I run my mouth for the sake of the taste that it leaves, to honor the words I have read that most can't repeat, to the blood that is given so much, to what's been written but rarely been done. Risking all of the stakes just to be free is what we are fighting for, to hear that Liberty Bell ring. Don't lose focus on what it really means. It belongs to everyone, so let it sing. From our brothers in arms to their loved ones at home, from the food on the farm and the choice to be who you want, from our sisters as mothers and our distant cousins, from preference of lovers and gods and the choice of what we want. It all comes at a price, ain't nothing free. It's the people, not the dream, who let freedom ring. Let's rise to the challenge of bringing everybody up. The poorest should never be hungry and the richest not corrupt. We all have our stake to claim, but not on the back of someone else's parade. From our brothers in arms to their loved ones at home, from the food on the farm and the choice to be who you want, from our sisters as mothers and our distant cousins, from preference of lovers and gods and the choice of what we want. It all comes at a price, ain't nothing for free. It's the people, not the dream, who let freedom ring. It all comes at a price, ain't nothing for free. It's the people, not the dream, who let freedom ring. Who let freedom ring. Who let freedom ring? Who let freedom ring? Thank you. That was called Let Freedom Ring. I used to be out on the road a lot, and so I wrote a lot of songs about coming back off the road, broke. I wanted to change my life. We all been there at one crossroads or another, right? One of the things I learned of trying to make it as an artist is that you gotta really hone in on the little things, the simple things that make every day worth getting through to see the next day. It's called Simple Things. I was gonna leave California to make a brand new start, but you're bound to lose a few when you cut your teeth that hard. And when life's trying to kill you or even break your will, just take a step back from your state of mind and see something bigger than yourself, like being humble, being kind, taking that one deep breath just to help you unwind. Some things ain't what they seem when the world seems so unkind. And sometimes the simple things are the hardest things to find. Like being thoughtful and being true, giving everything you've got just to see these things through. Some things ain't what they seem when the world seems so unglued. Sometimes the simple things are all you gotta do, like being humble and being kind, taking that one deep breath just to help you unwind, like being thoughtful and being true. Sometimes the simple things are all you gotta do. Sometimes the simple things are all you gotta do. Sometimes the simple things are all you gotta do. Cheers to you. Thank you. Stickers and stuff. Yeah, absolutely, you can have one of those guys. So I'm in this band called the Unconventionals. We do a lot of space stuff, which is weird when you see me solo. I'm like, I'm gonna pour my heart out, and then we go see the band. It's like, what are these guys doing? That guy has a theremin. So we have like little aliens and CDs and stuff like that. We would try to marry some of this sci-fi folklore into Americana and storytelling, and it's a challenge, I gotta tell you. Absolutely. One of the things I find very fascinating about these times is social media. Social media is like the most dangerous thing I think man has put on the planet. And not for anything other than we as people just tend to misuse it a lot. I miss the days where it was just like, look what I had for lunch. Look at my cat. Now it's everyone's got an opinion about something. And which we should have opinions about something. But a lot of those opinions and a lot of these conversations that we try to monitor or get through via social media need to be done in person so we can kind of come to terms with the fact that we all have opinions and we can all get together and it's all going to be all right. We're all we've got, people. It's called Matchbook. Well, you lit up like a matchbook from the oncoming fire that you took, but you passed as a joke, you know it was only to stoke a fire. Even the devil's accountable when he is intolerable, but he won't walk away, no, he won't turn his back like a coward. But he's trouble for sure, no matter how. Well, you spread it like a wildfire, impressed with your flair to conspire. But now at a spite, you stand and fight as they deny. It's trouble for sure when you live by the words of a liar. And if you're standing at the edge of a canyon, the echoes you hear ain't those of the abandoned. People shout to hear their own voice, trapped in the chambers of call and response. So when you get to that age, will you be looking out or looking down? 'Cause it's trouble for sure to see where the world is heading now. You're standing at the edge of a canyon. The echoes you hear ain't those of the abandoned. People shout to hear their own voice, trapped in the chambers of call and response. So when you get to that edge, will you be looking out or looking down? 'Cause you lit up like a matchbook from the oncoming fire that you took, but you passed as the truth, snagged on the tooth of a scoundrel. And it's trouble for sure when you dig out the hole that you drowned in. Thank you. Everyone's ready for lunch. Is this like lunch, supper? Is this, wait, so I mean it's like 3, so do you guys have like lunch at 11? This is like supper, that's at 4, and then dinner's at like 7? Dinner? Dinner. All right. You guys are so much like hobbits. This is awesome. I love it. What about 11sies? Not all my songs are super heavy, so I'm going to play a few songs that, you know, they're a little bit more lighthearted. This is, I used to tour around as a musician. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't like fancy or anything. I didn't play at like awesome places. It was like dive bars in Arkansas for like $50. You know, it got me to, you know, Oklahoma the next day. And so I did that for a few years. I had a lot of fun, you know, traveling around the country. Basically, you know, I got to a point into my life where I was like, I can make $15 an hour at Target, or I can make $15 an hour traveling the country and having somebody else pay for it. It was a lot of fun, and I am extremely lucky, even though I didn't reach my goal of, you know, being radio savvy and being friends with Jason Isbell and stuff like that. All that didn't come true, which is okay, but I was able to do something a lot of people don't get to do. And that's just travel around and meet people and talk to people and, you know, share experiences with people for like 3 to 4 years. And it is amazing. It was amazing. So I'm glad that I'm back. That was the first solo performance I've done in like 3 years. So I'm a little nervous. I have a little bit of anxiety. I suffer from anxiety as it is anyway, but, you know. My favorite state. Wow. You know, I really love Texas. Texas, one, I had to apologize, I felt, for the first few times, like, hey, just want to let you know, sorry, I'm from California. Most people they didn't care. They're like, I don't care where you're from. Are you good? Are you any good? Because that's going to matter. That's how I'm going to determine whether I stay here or go to the bar next door. And I figured that after that moment, I didn't have to apologize about anything. I could just simply go into a bar or go into a music venue and just talk to people that are interested in talking to me. And it's like, oh, I love that one song or whatever. And so that kind of opened up everything. I can tell you my least favorite place, and I've been international, I've been to a lot of places. My least favorite place in the world is Wichita, Kansas. And I know there's probably people from Wichita, Kansas watching this live feed right now. And nothing against the people of Wichita. They're great people. I love them. I had personally really bad experiences hanging out in Wichita, Kansas. And so I played the song earlier. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to play it, you know, in a group of people. But yeah, Wichita, Kansas. It was probably my least favorite. But Michigan was really fun. Oklahoma, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's fabulous. Wisconsin and Minnesota, like the people are just so friendly. I did not go to Tennessee, oddly enough. I've heard great things, but I wasn't cool enough quite yet. I was just like, I'm in Arkansas, can I go? And Tennessee's like, oh, hell no. You stay in Arkansas, son. You're not ready for Tennessee yet. And which was probably true. Anyway, going back to this song, I was extremely lucky to be able to do some of the things I've done in my lifetime. Oh, don't cry, I know. So there's a song called Lucky Enough. Sometimes I'm a good time Charlie, sometimes a bad luck Chuck. I try not to embellish the story, but sometimes I do too much. But every day is a good day, and each place a different time. So it's hard to keep the facts straight when you're living out your best life, but it feels so good to feel alive. Sometimes I'm a hard luck nothing, sometimes my name's in lights. Some say that I'm on to something, and sometimes I wish they were right. Every day there's a new way, another hustle, a different grind. I like living like the old days, riding outside the line, 'cause it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough to find what you've been looking for, hold on as tight as you can and don't let go. If you're lucky enough. Sometimes I was a daytime springer, sometimes the late night news. But these days there ain't a difference between them, so I had to cut them loose. Now every day is a good day, and each place is a good time. And it's hard to keep the facts straight when you're living out your best life, but it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough to find what you've been looking for, hold on as tight as you can and don't let go, because it feels so good to feel alive. If you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough, if you're lucky enough. Thank you. I'm keeping the capo on. So I'm glad you guys all showed up before or after I practiced. last couple of hours. So I have a couple of dog songs. This first song, I have my good friends Brendan and Megan have a golden retriever. And the first time I met them, him and I became fast friends because, as you know, like golden retrievers, actually it was like a red retriever. I mean, they're really smart, but they're kind of dumb. Like they got these eyes. And we just meshed. We connected very well together. We were kind of idiots. Yeah. Oh, those are keychains. They're bottle openers. I thought he's like, what is going on over here? All this strange material. So for like 4 days, I was at these people's house, and I was singing this song, and they're like, "Dude, you need to stop because you're driving me bananas." And but then when I finished it, and then released it as a single, it's now the most requested song of mine in Las Vegas. So this is a song called "His Name Is Hank." His name is Hank, he is a good dog. Bring his socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake that he likes to chase. His name is Hank, he is a good dog. Lives out in the backyard with a big happy face, barking at the neighbors through a chain link fence. He's gonna get that squirrel one of these days. His name is Hank, he is a good dog. His name is Hank, he is a good dog. You bring your socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake he likes to chase. His name is Hank, and he is a good dog. When it's time to eat, he likes to dance. When it's time to sleep, he does it on the couch. And if you bring him a new toy, he'll play for days, 'cause he's a good boy. His name is Hank. His name is Hank. He is a good dog. They bring his socks and things, 'cause he is a good dog. He's got a ball and a snake that he likes to chase. His name is Hank. He is a good dog. His name is Hank. He is a good dog. Cheers to Hanks of the world. So Hank has a really good friend, and his name is Jack. And I did not know. I was traveling around. I was in Flagstaff, Arizona, and went to this place called Hops on Birch. And apparently, Hank told Jack to come and see me. But unfortunately, when Jack showed up, I was doing this song called "I Shot Your Dog" by Fred Eaglesmith, and Jack did not care for it one bit. For good reason. But I was so upset that Jack did not care for me that I wrote a song about it. And it goes something like this. First time that I met Jack, he didn't like me much. I was singing "Friends, I shot your dog." He didn't get the punch. Well, I walked on over to ask about what he thought. He just turned his head and walked away. He wasn't up to talk. Now he's a friend of Hank, know you won't know his name. I guess they've been friends for years, so I have a chance. Won't you do me one favor? Won't you do one thing for me? Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I didn't mean a thing? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? It was someone else's song, someone else's story. So anything I could do to help make amends. Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I just want to be friends? I spoke to Jack's mama, we seemed to work things out. Jack, he done made up his mind, and he has his doubts. He don't read no letters, he don't use no phone. So Hank, won't you please tell Jack to throw this old dog a bone? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? I know what I did wrong and reacted poorly. Is there anything that I could do to convince you I'm the real McCoy? Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I'm a good old boy? Hank, won't you please tell Jack I'm sorry? It was someone else's song, someone else's story. Is there anything I could do to help make amends? Hank, won't you please tell Jack that I just want to be friends? I just want to be, just want to be friends. Just want to be, just want to be friends. Thank you. There are the dog songs. So I put out this record called Wrecked. It's available over here on vinyl. What's cool about the vinyl is not that my songs are on it, it's that it's red, translucent vinyl. So if you're into collecting things that look cool, I've got something for you. If you're into collecting local music or interesting music, I also have something for you. Or if you want a keychain that looks like a hotel room that's a bottle opener, I got that too. I'm gonna play a couple songs off the Wrecked record. This is a song called "She's Easy to Dream About." I like playing this song. had my share of sleepless nights where I get up and hit the lights, find myself buried in the thoughts of her. Find a book or mill around, try to wear these old eyes down, and hoping that my body will concur. And oh, wanna run myself down. I said, oh, wanna run myself down, 'cause she's easy to dream about. Where she flashes those baby greens, how her lip curls around her teeth, how her eyes they light up when she smiles. Makes me nervous in the best of ways, and it ain't another phase, 'cause she never seems too far from my mind. And oh, I wanna run myself down. I said, oh, I wanna run myself down, 'cause she's easy to dream about. And I just wanna sleep, 'cause I just wanna dream, 'cause she's easy to dream about. I've been pacing up and down the hall, I've been staring at the wall, wrap my arms around the pillow in the dark. But my head's a restless mess as I get up and I get dressed to go walking through the park just to meet the dawn. And oh, I wanna run myself down. I said, oh, wanna run myself down, 'cause she's easy to dream about. 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 Another one of those road songs. When I was on tour, one of my favorite things to do is like scan the radio to find super sad songs, because I love sad songs. I think there's a part of us that all really love sad songs, and they don't come on the radio as often as I would like them to. It's called Sad and Lonesome Like a Song. The highway runs for days on end. I play the saddest songs I can find. It hurts so bad when you're running down a drain. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. Write it out without a name. I work it to the gears of wood and wire. It would have been easy to leave well enough alone. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. And if you're gonna ask me if I'm alright, there's nothing better than feeling alive. Sometimes the feeling of that old lonesome song everywhere some old and lonesome miles. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. Interstate drives a point. There ain't a station even left to the dial. But here I'm still waiting for them to put it on. Those days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. And if you're gonna ask me if I'm alright, sometimes the feeling of that old lonesome song put behind some old lonesome mind. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. For days I'm sad and lonesome like a song. Thank you. Last song? All right, I'm going to do this one. This is my last song for the evening, I guess. That's what that time is. It's all right. I mean, I don't know. I'm at least going to take a break. Maybe get some food or something. I don't know. This next song is one of those songs that I tried to blend a lot of things together into one song, but I also wanted to be very celebratory. That's a word, right? Celebratory? Yeah. So this is one of the handful of songs I didn't play. You guys heard some of the songs for the first time today. I played a couple, did some repeats. This one I have not played today. This is a song called Cheers to You. And this one goes out to all you guys. So thank you guys so much for putting up with me. I really appreciate it. Josh and Jennifer, you guys are awesome. Keep supporting this place because it's rad. Like where I come from, there's nothing like this, you know. So keep coming out and doing what you do. Congratulations in order, you got that promotion, well, cheers to you. Put a ring on her finger, and she's a humdinger, well, cheers to you. Got a 40-acre plot, you get your start. Getting your name out there, farming row crops, well, here's to you. Cheers to you, oh, here's to you. Well, you thought it was done, got that old van to run. Cheers to you. You told your boss off and you walked off the job. Well, here's to you. You made a contact, got a record contract. Now you're out on the road to some big country act. Well, here's to you. Cheers to you. Oh, here's to you. Today is the day to celebrate. you're just 21, here's some 151. Cheers to you. Said he just got back from his tour in Iraq. Here's to you. Said the rebels he taught, well, they all got shot. They were caught in the crossfire until the bombs dropped. Well, here's to you. Cheers to you. Oh, here's to you. Said today is the day to celebrate. And it doesn't matter however mundane. So let's recognize, let's throw up some thanks, lift up our glasses in a hip hip parade and say here's to you. Cheers to you. Oh, here's to you. I say here's to you. Cheers to you. Oh, here's to you. I said here's to you. Cheers to you. Oh, here's to you. Thank you so much. I'm JonEmery. You guys have a good day. Come back for boot juice because I'm going to be out here boogieing. Thank you guys.